Ahsoka Episode 5 Shadow Warrior, which is a really cool title. The show is finally getting awesome and taking off. I mean, the last episode was awesome too, but this episode is also really awesome. All right, so my question from last time of how did Ahsoka get to the world between worlds? I think they're just going to not answer that. I think that she had like a near death experience and she just kind of went there. So I guess they're expanding on how people can actually get there. And then I really, really liked Hayden Christensen kind of mixing with the Matt Lanter version of Anakin in all the Clone Wars flashbacks and with teaching her. But I started to feel like it was more like I really liked Han Solo coming back to Ben Solo in episode 9, but that was just like a weird mental projection. So with Anakin coming to Ahsoka in the world between worlds, I was just starting to feel like that was more of like a mental projection and not really Anakin's essence, or not really Anakin as a person or as a. I mean, he's dead at this point, so I don't know. I really, really hope it's really him, but like when he turned all scary and bad and like Sith eyes, I just started to feel like maybe it's just like a mental projection thing of him. I hope we get to see more of him. I don't know if story wise, if there's a purpose to see more of him. I really want to. I really, really liked all the flashbacks, but there's just like a part in my brain that feels like it was just like a mental projection and not really him. And if that is the case where it's not really him, then that makes me sad because I want it to really be him because everything he was doing was really cool. So I really like Jason Syndulla and of course Chopper. But I thought it was a little weird and convenient that Jason can hear the lightsaber fight going on, like in the water, in the world between worlds. But then again, I do want to see his character develop more and kind of do more stuff. So if he's got Jedi powers, it makes sense because he's got a Jedi dad. Also, I just now realized he has I think this is called a pauldron. Is that what that is? I mean, he has the same thing Kanan had on his shoulder, on the one shoulder. So that's really cool. Cool little detail there. All right, watching this part over again. These Clone Wars flashbacks are so cool. Also, look, Captain friggin' Rex in real life. That's so cool. Look at this amazing shot. This episode really did have a lot of cool stuff. I felt like when it kept cutting back to like Hera and Jason and those guys, I feel like it started to drag though, except for at the end when they started dealing with the friggin' space whales. I love those space whales. But Hayden Christensen, boop, he did really, really good in this episode, and he looked good in this episode. I was a little worried because he looked so weird at the end of the last one, but he looked awesome in this one, and he kind of portrayed him in several different ways. And then this young Ahsoka here, boop, was also really good, like incredibly good actress. This is really cool. This is like Luke meeting Vader in the cave on Dagobah and finding himself. Like this is like it seems more of like a spiritual journey Ahsoka moment than actual Anakin coming to. I wish this was actual Anakin. I don't know. Do you guys think it's actual Anakin? I kind of don't, especially once he goes kind of bad and scary. I think it's cool that Ahsoka has the force power to touch stuff and like sense memories that were infused with that object. I can't remember the name of it, that force power, but Quinlan Voss has it as well. So it's cool to see her using it. All right, so it's cool to see Mon Mothma. Boop. And Hera is cool. Obi-Wan's real life wife. But my goodness, in this new Disney version, I cannot stand the New Republic. They're so obnoxious, and the politics of the New Republic, and this is probably the point, like this is probably they're trying to portray this, but they're succeeding because the politics of the New Republic are infuriating. It's like really one of your trusted generals that's done so much can't just go on a personal side quest with like 5 X-Wings. Come on. It's just, and then they're like, we're going to come get you. So they send these 3 giant ships and they're like, okay, General, it's time to come back. And it's just like, really? I don't know. I feel like the New Republic and the Senate are really stupid in Disney Star Wars. All right. This episode, this just gets me excited for more Dave Filoni Star Wars. Because I feel like we're back to real Star Wars now. Like we took some weird detours, but now it feels like we're back to real Star Wars with real mythology, real heroes, real cool spiritual stuff, real action, like real space battles. Like this feels more like Star Wars than the last several Disney Star Wars things. So Ahsoka up on top of her ship talking to a space whale. Can't wait to see Ezra Bridger. My goodness, I've been waiting since the end of Rebels to see where he's gone and what he's done and what he's up to and how they rescue him. So very excited. Episode 5 was fantastic. There's 3 more episodes left. I hope something really cool happens and that they actually accomplish something with the story and it's like a complete story and it doesn't just leave on a cliffhanger. I'm kind of worried it's going to leave on a cliffhanger. Anyway, Ahsoka episode 5. What did you think? And do you think Ahsoka can just get into the world between worlds now because she's kind of been there before instead of having to get there in a special way? I don't know. But this was really, really cool. Very cool episode. So, yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.